Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, the place where we dive deep into the world of motorcycles and scooters to give you reviews that go beyond the surface. Today, we're going to talk about a machine that has held legendary status in the world of middleweight motorcycles, especially in Asia, Australia, and Japan. It's a bike that blends history, practicality, and modern refinement in one package. Yes, I'm talking about the 2025 Honda CB400. A motorcycle that's making waves once again with its fresh updates and Honda's signature touch of reliability and balance. The CB400 has always been known as one of those motorcycles that feels instantly familiar the moment you hop on it. It's a motorcycle that doesn't intimidate, but at the same time, it doesn't bore you either. It offers a balanced mix of performance, comfort, and usability that appeals to both new riders and seasoned enthusiasts who want a dependable all-rounder. With the 2025 update, Honda has worked on refining its engine to meet stricter emission norms, upgrading its electronics, and giving it some subtle design tweaks to keep it modern while still holding on to that retro charm. Let's begin with the heart of the CB400, the engine. The 2025 Honda CB400 carries forward its 399cc liquid-cooled, inline-four cylinder engine, which has always been its biggest talking point. While the world has moved towards twins and singles in this displacement range, Honda continues to keep the four-cylinder magic alive with the CB400. This engine delivers around 47 horsepower at the top end and roughly 38 Nm of torque. On paper, those numbers may not blow you away, but once you rev this motor past 6,000 RPM, you immediately understand why people love Honda's small-capacity inline-fours. It revs cleanly all the way to its red line, and the sound is an intoxicating mix of smoothness and scream. That classic Honda wail from the CB400's exhaust is nothing short of addictive. For city riding, the CB400 is friendly and manageable. The torque is accessible enough at low RPMs, making it practical in stop-and-go traffic, and the smooth throttle response means you don't need to wrestle with it out on the highways. Though, the bike truly comes alive. Cruising at 100 to 120 km per hour feels effortless, and if you feel like stretching it, the motor will happily go higher without breaking a sweat. The 6-speed gearbox is slick and precise, just what you'd expect from Honda, and the inclusion of a slipper clutch ensures smoother downshifts, especially when riding aggressively or entering corners at higher speeds. Performance aside, Honda has also worked on making the CB400 feel more modern in 2025. One of the big updates this year is the addition of ride-by-wire technology, which allows Honda to offer multiple riding modes. You now get standard, sport, and rain modes, letting the rider tailor throttle response and traction control intervention according to conditions. Speaking of traction control, Honda has equipped the CB400 with a 2-level Honda selectable torque control system, which adds a layer of safety when riding in wet or slippery conditions. ABS comes standard, as expected, with dual-channel operation. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm Showa SFFBP upside-down front fork, which is both sporty and comfortable, and twin rear shocks that are preload adjustable. This setup strikes a sweet balance between everyday comfort and dynamic handling. Whether you're weaving through city traffic, cruising on a highway, or leaning into twisties, the CB400 feels planted, predictable, and confidence-inspiring. It's not razor-sharp like a Supersport, but it doesn't feel lazy either. It sits right in that sweet spot of agility and stability. Braking performance is equally reliable, with dual front discs paired with 4-piston calipers and a single rear disc. The feel through the levers is progressive, and when combined with ABS, you always feel in control, even in emergency braking situations. Now let's talk about the design. The CB400 has always maintained a neo-retro identity, and Honda has made sure not to lose that charm. The 2025 model continues with its round LED headlamp, muscular fuel tank, and clean, uncluttered lines. It carries the silhouette of classic Ujima universal Japanese motorcycle but with modern details like LED lighting all around, a crisp LCD TFT hybrid display, and neatly integrated switchgear. Honda has refined the paint schemes this year, offering options like pearl black, candy red, and a special tricolor livery inspired by Honda's racing heritage. The bike looks elegant but sporty at the same time, making it appealing to both younger riders and those who grew up with the original CB400 Super 4. The ergonomics deserve special mention. The CB400 has a seat height of around 785 mm, which makes it approachable for shorter riders while still comfortable for taller ones. The riding posture is upright and neutral, giving you a relaxed feel for long rides but also keeping you in control when riding spiritedly. The seat itself is plush enough for daily commutes and weekend getaways, and there's even decent comfort for a pillion, which adds to the practicality. Honda has also focused on making the CB400 technologically relevant in today's age. The new digital instrument cluster displays everything you'd need: a gear position, fuel consumption, riding modes, and more. There's also smartphone connectivity for turn-by-turn navigation and call or message alerts through Honda's RoadSync app. These touches make the CB400 not just a retro-inspired motorcycle but one that fits well in the modern riding ecosystem. One of the biggest unique selling points of the CB400 is how versatile it is. Many bikes in this segment lean too far toward either performance or practicality, but the CB400 balances both beautifully. It's sporty enough to excite you on a weekend ride, refined enough for long-distance touring, and practical enough to handle your daily commute. And unlike some high-strung performance machines, it doesn't demand too much from the rider. It's reliable, easy to maintain, and known for Honda's bulletproof engineering. Now, let's talk price. In markets like Japan and Australia, the 2025 Honda CB400 is priced at around $7,000 to $7,500 equivalent, depending on the variant and market-specific taxes. That makes it a premium option compared to some parallel twin middleweights, but what you're paying for is Honda's engineering finesse, the smoothness of a four-cylinder engine in a middleweight class, and a motorcycle that can practically do it all without breaking a sweat. To wrap it up, the 2025 Honda CB400 is a bike that stays true to its roots while embracing modern features. It's a machine that doesn't try too hard to impress with crazy specs or aggressive styling but wins you over with balance, refinement, and everyday usability. It's the kind of bike that can be your first big motorcycle, a dependable daily partner, or even a nostalgic purchase for those who grew up admiring the legendary CB series. In a world where bikes are becoming more specialized, the CB400 stands tall as a versatile all-rounder with character. So, if you're looking for a motorcycle that blends history with modernity, practicality with performance, and simplicity with technology, the 2025 Honda CB400 might just be the perfect ride for you. That's it for today's full review. What do you think of the new CB400? Do you think Honda should keep producing these inline-four middleweights, or should they focus more on the twin-cylinder trend? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gear Shift Hub for more detailed reviews just like this.